Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. This is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. So our resident train wreck, Miss Amy Horton. And for those of you that don't know who Amy Horton is, she is an author, a blogger. She writes for a lot of women's. She writes for Bold. She writes for other places. But imagine you take all the women that we like to poke fun of for making bad life decisions and not self-reflecting on maybe it's me, but instead blaming everyone else in the world. Imagine you have that person, and then she writes articles about her life every few weeks for money, and you get to see it. Oh, it's almost like opening the front of her brain and looking in, and you get to look into the mind of somebody that's not a very good dateable person, but is really, unfortunately, like most of the women that are out there dating today. That's Amy Horton. She is a go-to staple for manosphere channels to just look and go, there's the dating market. What do you think, fellas? Are you in? I'm going to just start recording. She came out with a new story just a few days ago, and we're going to talk about it. And Amy has this reoccurring pattern, and I think a lot of dating women right now have this reoccurring pattern. And you'll see, here's her page. I went back, so she has 16 pages, and I went back 4 years ago. This is 15th out of 16 pages. I'm going to read you the titles of her articles, and you'll be able to see how her headspace works. I'm a strong, independent woman, but I still want the guy to make a first move. Why I cheated after swearing I never would. 8 reasons I absolutely love giving him the Australian kiss, which is her doing a little bit of the down under with her mouth. If you're desperate to date, you should probably stay single. Just because he doesn't love you doesn't mean you're unlovable. 8 reasons falling in love is so hard for strong women. If he treats you like you're ordinary, he's not worth your time. Yep, you should be treated special, ladies. I really like you, but that doesn't mean I'll put up with your BS. And wait for your unicorn. You're better off alone than with the wrong guy. And but you see where, so she's strong and powerful. Oh, but what happened here? 9 things to remember when you can't stop thinking about your ex. Uh-oh. She chased a Chad. She went after the bad boy. Here's how I know I'll never meet my soulmate on a dating app. Oh, she might have had some encounters with some bad boys. The heartbreaking realities of realizing you messed up the relationship. Uh-oh. This is why, let's see, 8 reasons forever alone girls crave love. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Why you should date a guy who gives no Fs. Oh, bad boy. 10 ways smart women are really stupid about men. So you get the point, right? Okay, so I'm sick of guys who are intimidated by me. I can't help but read more of them. Such a train wreck. So her list kind of goes from a strong, independent woman. Here's how I do things casual, and I like to go after the bad boys. My heart is empty. I'm broken and alone. I'm so sad. 2, oh, he's such a great, wonderful. Here's ways to keep your man happy. Oh, he left me. I messed up, or I cheated, or some. It's a continual loop. And if you just watch the video I just put out, it's about women that chase the bad guys. They don't want the good guys. They're boring. So they chase the bad guys. They get dumped by the bad guys. They feel down about the bad guys. They can't stop thinking about the bad guys. I'm strong and empowered woman. Hear me roar. And now I'm going to go get life by the horns. Get the bull by the horns. Oh, I met a new guy. Oh, he's a bad boy. Oh, he's exciting. Here's all the things I do for him. Oh, he left me. And it's just repeat. So here's her most recent. So let's see where she is in her dating cycle now. This is why you need to throw your dating checklist out the window. Uh-oh. Sounds like there's a little bit of sad/desperation. Uh-oh, I've been too picky. I'm running out of options. Dun, dun, dun. I think she's in her 30s. She also has been given the gift that keeps on giving. She has an STI. I think it's HPV. Gee, I wonder how that happened. Let's read Amy's most recent foray. If you're an adult trying to exist in this confusing world of dating, you likely have a mental list of requirements for anyone that you'll even give a chance. As a matter of fact, Amy, I think you have about 16 pages of them with about 20 articles on each page. Just saying. You might believe that this helps narrow down your choices, but it's actually hurting your odds of finding a partner. What? You're saying that being overly picky is somehow unrealistic and leading you to not finding any men? Well, shocking. Let's read more. It's probably BS. Not to assume that it's all bogus, but you probably have at least a few ideal characteristics that aren't that important in reality. You'll look back a year later and realize that it didn't matter if you had tattoos or facial hair or loved all the same bands you do. Don't pass over someone good for a silly reason. Oh, we're in the reflection stage. Yep, she's looking back at some guys that might have been interested in her, but she passed them by, and now she's wishing she had them. Rules sometimes hinder your dating life. Sure, it's good to have some guidelines. Don't date someone who's rude or creepy or sleazy. That makes sense. On the other hand, you can be so strict about what you're looking for that you don't give anyone a chance, and that's counterproductive. Good advice. You could disqualify someone too early. Can you see what phase of her life she's in yet? We're in the remorse stage. We're in the forever alone stage. Alpha widow stage. If you don't talk to them and get to know them, you may be judging them incorrectly. Give an unlikely candidate the chance to surprise you. If there aren't glaring issues and the person seems nice, go for it. What's one date? It might even be fun. Oh, so in other words, maybe looking for a normal, healthy, good guy. Wow. A lot different than the past. It's sometimes the person you least expect who ends up being right for you. That's why so many people develop relationships with friends or coworkers. You get to know them slowly and realize how great they are. That's good. You've probably outgrown your checklist anyway. Wow. Yeah, if you've had a checklist for that long, trouble. You're severely limiting yourself. Yeah, no kidding. What's the point of dating if you aren't looking at the entire spectrum of who is out there? Focus on the happier couples you know. Many of them probably didn't think they'd end up with someone like the person they love. So maybe lower your standards to realistic expectations. Remember, this is a woman giving you this advice, ladies. Maybe you should listen. Just maybe. I don't know. Just think how you'd feel if the guy across from you secretly sized you up in comparison to some ideal he has in his head. It's not a job interview. Yes, you need to get to know the person who could end up being your partner, but not in such a judgmental way. See, now what's great about this is I'm going to read this, and then like in a month from now, I'm going to read a story about how she's keeping her new bad boy happy by doing interesting physical things for him. And then after that, another month or two later, after reading like what she likes to do for him and ways that she entertains him, she's going to write about being sad because he left her and she's alone again. And then we'll get another article like this. It's a repeat. But this is actually, sure, this is good advice, except you don't even listen to your own advice. You just collect a check and then go, all right, well, I've only written stories like this 7 times in the last 4 years. We'll see how it goes, though. It's time to take some risks. Uh-oh, but you've taken a lot of risks with those bad boys. She says, aren't you tired of playing it safe? Take a good look at your list and ask yourself if you're using it as a shield against vulnerability. Okay, well, all right, I'm with you on that one, Amy, but I know you're not going to listen to your own advice. Let's see where Amy's most recent stories are, and you'll see the pattern here. I'm going to do just a few more because I love picking on Amy because she literally is the poster child for everything that's wrong with dating and women and what we men look at. Dating only sucks when it's with the wrong person. Oh, yeah. This is from 2 years ago. Wow, has she not written anything newer than that? I want to find out where, here it is, amyhorton.net. Speaking my truth through the written word. You don't need self-care, you need self-love. Let's see what else. July 21st. It's time to take back your power. Sounds like she had a bad relationship. Let's see. Losing your loved one is difficult, but staying friends is heartbreaking. June 2020. There we go. She's just on the bounce back, right? It was, oh, I lost him. I'm sad. Now I'm a strong woman again. Time to go looking again. I'm slowly learning to be my own soulmate from May. I still can't escape my memories of you from May. Let's look at some older ones. When I can't sleep for missing you, April. This is the future you deserve, March. We're just slowly working our way backwards. How long am I going to still miss you, March? My heart won't let you go. Remember this when you're wishing you never met them. Bad boy, January. Insomnia, January. I can't help it. I mean, women don't want a fairy tale, but we do know our worth. November. Every time I have a chance at happiness, life brings me down. November. All right, I won't keep going here because I don't want to beat this to death. But, you know, Amy is a staple in the relationship wheel that I just talked about in my other video. Women want and desire alpha, bad boy, strong, determined men. And they chase them. And they catch them for a little while, a short term, because those guys are always on the move and they're always looking for the next best thing. And so a lot of times they'll leave those women behind. And then the woman is left single and down and sad because she got dumped. And then she gets her courage back up and her strength, and she finds her fortitude and she gets over it. And then she says, it's time to date again. But this time we need to be realistic about what we're looking for, and we need to find a guy that is going to treat us well and be a soulmate and be a good Ooh, he's hot. Hi. It starts all over again. And then it starts all over again with the bad boy. She's been doing this for at least 4 years, if not longer. I think it's close to 6. And now it was like in late 20s. Now it's mid 30s. I'm looking forward to... Today's my 42nd birthday, and I've purchased my 3rd cat. That's Amy Horton. So, guys, if you're not following Amy Horton, just put it as a bookmark somewhere. Go check in every 3 months, see what part of the cycle she's in, and realize that's modern dating. And guys see it. We know it. I've got female friends that are doing this, that are, oh... Yeah, I had to put in all the energy. Like, I wasn't getting texts back from him. He didn't seem interesting. He kind of ghosted me after we were together for a month. He gets in, gets off, gets out. He's gone. But instead of attuning their radar to maybe look for somebody that's actually healthy and normal, nope, they get sucked right in by the next guy that's the attractive bad boy. And it's a lifelong loop until one day they wake up and realize that guys just aren't asking them out anymore. And then it's cat time. Check it out. I'll leave the links below. Guys, if you'd like to support my work, links are below as always. If you have, thank you very much. And I do really mean that. Some of you have been very kind in your donations, and it does mean a lot to me, and it does really help me. And for the rest of you, you can support me by like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed, by the way. Some guys have been unsubbed. Check out my older videos as well, and meet me over on betterbachelor.locals.com or _unknown_adventure over on Instagram. I'll leave it there. This is Better Bachelor. I am Joker, and remember, it's the idea of changing and finding somebody that's good is always there, but the allure and the fun of those bad boys just keeps throwing them off course until they have no choices left.